key points for me for leadership have been to get the team to reflect on why they were a nurse in the first place and what makes good care for patients. I think that over time people can become jaded from the work they're doing, and actually that reminder of why did you become a nurse in the first place and what is it important that patients want that we want to deliver, and not forgetting that patients are at the centre of all we do, and actually getting them to reflect on the practice and say, you know, what is important that the patients are saying they want from us, and what's the gap, what is it that we can do as a team to meet the patient's needs more effectively. And look at some of the friends and family feedback. Sometimes we can focus in on the negative side of care, but there is a lot of positives that we do, and sometimes we forget that. And actually as a team looking at this is what we have done well, but this is what we could do better. So learning from our mistakes, discussing with patients, how could we have improved, and working as a team to address that. I don't think that any ward manager or leader has got all the answers, and it's about getting the answers from the team and making sure that your team feel empowered to come up with the ideas.
Qualities for an inspirational leader, I think, really has to be passion in the subject. You have to understand and have credibility in the subject. I think it's really important to show that you have a good vision and that you're listening to others and engaging key stakeholders and colleagues, not just those above but below and around you, and most importantly listening to what patients want from the service. We have a big team, they're a very diverse team from lots of different backgrounds, and it's about making sure that they all come to the table and have an opportunity to participate and make sure that they're feeling that they're making a difference as well. The NHS is principally there to care for patients, but it's a very complex organisation. We need to be able to navigate it and be able to communicate with each other, and so strong leadership is absolutely critical so that there's no waste and that the patient care is safe and patients receive the care when they need it. I've set up the Sheffield Survivorship Group to make sure that we're promoting the agenda for cancer survivors within our city and our region, and ensuring that their case is recognised and that we develop new services.
It's really important to have good leadership in the NHS. We're all in this job to ensure that the patients get the best care possible. But because the NHS is a very complex organisation with lots and lots of jobs to get done, sometimes it's very difficult to make sure that the end game is always the patient's best interest. By having good leadership that clearly demonstrates that that's my ambition, for example, and since I'm still a GP, on a daily basis I'm aware of how important it is. Whilst leading an organisation, you've got to be approachable, and I think you've got to walk the walk, and clearly being very visible to lots of other people. I also want to be very legitimate. And I would never ask anybody to do something that I wouldn't be prepared to do myself. However, I know they're a lot better than I am at doing it, so I have to ask them. But I would be prepared to work hard, and I think it's a collective ambition. So recognising that it's not just about me, it's around everybody contributing, everybody making a difference. I'd always want to support people's ideas, to give them opportunities, and to recognise that we all want the best for our patients.
I love what I do, and I love the people I work with. We have values in here. They're all about honesty and integrity and just being yourself. Everybody that's here, and including the patients that we're here to provide a service with, has something to learn and something to teach. And that's what I've been trying to get out of people. No one's more important than anyone else. We have all the wonderful plans that you have, 5-year plan, but I say to the staff, Martin Luther King did not inspire his people, did he? By saying, I have a 5-year strategic plan, or I have a 2-year strategy. He said, I have a dream, I have a passion. So what I've been trying to do while I've been here is just be very passionate about what we do and how we do it, make it real for people, spend time with people, listen to what they've got to say. The staff here have got some fantastic ideas about how to improve the service. The patients that I meet, they've got ideas about how we can do things better. Everyone's proud of the NHS. So I'm just here to try and harness all this energy. And it's dead easy when you try hard and you humble yourself and you listen to what people have got to say.
In terms of why I'd be seen as an inspirational leader, to be quite truthful, I don't know. I just try to be normal, I try to be one of everybody else, see carers as equal partners, and the role I have to play is really an administrative role in terms of making sure people are in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And if I'm there doing that, then they can do what they do best, which is evaluate services that they need. For me, good leadership is all about, from the very lowest level member of staff right the way through to the senior team. If everybody demonstrates good leadership, then there's better patient outcomes and better patient care. I found out that I was put forward when I was actually shortlisted for the award of Inspirational Leader, and to be quite truthful, it was the icing on the cake. The Carer Centre tender was truly a fabulous project. I loved every minute of it. I liked that we were able to design the process from start to finish and had real flexibility in how we did it. So then to be nominated for an award, it really was just fantastic.
I suppose for me, the key parts in being a strong leader are the things that I think make a difference to other people and how I would want my leaders to be. So I try to build a real relationship with individuals. I try and understand what's going on for them and make sure I check up on them. Some areas we've got a big piece of change going on, so they're really anxious, or I know they've got a disciplinary investigation to do. I try and make the effort to talk to them and make sure they're all right. I've also done a coaching qualification a couple of years ago because I think I got almost protective of my team, and I was so thinking of, are they all right, and trying to help them, whereas I was ending up just taking on their work. So now I kind of encourage them to work up their own solutions. I ask them questions and try and help them through it, but they work things out for themselves. I do try and be, someone that the directorates know, so I try and go to the ward and see the team and, listen to their problems. When you're a leader in a hospital, you need to speak to patients. We have an eye partnership group I try and attend every now and again. I still deal with some of the complaints in the directorate. I don't delegate them all. So I get to really understand what it's like for the people in the service.